All right, guys, I wanted to just talk to you guys today about where you buy your telescopes, or at least your major telescope purchases, and why it's important. I've got a little story to share about how buying mine from the right place basically saved me about a $3,000 failure. I know I can sit here and talk to you about customer service after the sale and technical support and all that stuff when buying from a telescope store rather than Amazon. It's all going to probably go in one ear and out the other. But my story is basically a few years ago, right after Hurricane Harvey had pretty much taken everything we owned. When we started rebuilding, I spent about $3,000 on a Meade telescope. Now, I'm not sitting here to bash Meade or anything today. I know they've been bought by a different company. Things may be completely different now. I have no idea. But basically, this telescope was dead right straight out of the box. It never did what it was supposed to do. I couldn't track a planet for more than, say, 20 to 30 seconds on this $3,000 telescope. Tried to go through the proper channels with Meade and all of that stuff. I mean, day one, told them it was bad, and they had me go through their whole list of things they wanted me to try, which I had already done, but I did it again for them. Sent videos of me doing everything for them so they knew that I did what I needed to do to try to get this thing working. Bottom line is Meade wanted me to pay to ship this thing, ship it out to California so they could send it to Mexico. The cost to me to ship this thing was going to be between $500 and $600 for this 12-inch telescope on a mount, and that's a lot of money. It's 20% of what I paid for the telescope, and maybe if it was 8 months, 9 months down the road, maybe I'd understand, but something that's dead out of the box and doesn't work, to me that's completely ridiculous. But Meade wouldn't back down, and they wanted me to ship this thing, and then if they determined that whatever was wrong with it wasn't their issue, then I would have had to pay to ship it back as well. But anyway it goes, it was going to cost me a minimum of $500 to ship this telescope to try and get it fixed under warranty. After fighting with them for a couple months, I had bought the telescope from High Point Scientific, and after a couple months of this, I emailed them, and basically the person on the other end of the email went to one of the supervisors at High Point, and High Point made a phone call to Meade for me, and within an hour I had a prepaid shipping label sent to me to get this telescope looked at by Meade. So I ended up not having to pay a penny to get this thing shipped and shipped out. But I know that a lot of people are going to make a lot of purchases on Amazon. I make purchases on Amazon every single day, so I'm not bashing them, and I'm not talking about your T-rings and stuff like that. But if you're going to make a major telescope purchase, amount and expensive OTA, stuff like that, it's in your benefit to go to a real telescope shop. Unfortunately, not many of us have them locally. We have Agena Astro, High Point Scientific, and both of them offer great customer service. Like I said, High Point saved me $3,000 in that case, having a dead telescope, because there's just no way after everything else that had gone on I could afford $500 or $600 to ship the thing back. But any way you look at it, they saved me $500 to $600 on the shipping, and ultimately ended up getting a new telescope. But if you're lucky enough to live in some of the bigger cities, or just lucky enough to have a telescope shop near you, that's great. I know in Houston you're fortunate enough to have Land, Sea, and Sky over in that area. If you're in San Antonio, you got Analytical Scientific over in San Antonio is a great little shop. Wichita, Kansas has a cool little shop up there called Science Education Center, where you could go in there and get both new and used telescopes. But I just wanted to tell this as kind of a shortened version of the story. The long version would be way too long, but buying from an actual shop rather than Amazon or some other fly-by-night website, it saved me a lot of money in this case and allowed me to get a new telescope, whereas I may have just been stuck with what I had that didn't work and very unhappy had I not done that. So it's just something I wanted to share with everybody. I do appreciate it if you use the links that to Agena Astro and High Point Scientific that are in my videos. I don't make much money on it, but it helps support the channel. Every little thing helps. It's a very small amount, but I still appreciate the support by buying through the links in my videos or on my Facebook page or wherever you get it or wherever you get my links from. Again, I appreciate everybody watching the videos. Everybody, please share the video, give me a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. And there will be more videos coming soon.